Okay, we're starting. Okay. Today's perek is Yehoshuah Yudchet. So far we got some of the Shavatim got their Nachala. We are still in the middle of dividing the Nachalot by the Gorals to the Shavatim. Couple of more Perakim for division, and then it's going to go to other stories. So now we are up to Binyamin, right? So Kahalu. So before we get to the dividing, this perek starts with building the Mishkan Shiloh, right? Kahalu call Adat Bnei Israel Shiloh. All the Kahal Israel, they gathered to Shiloh. Until now, the Mishkan was the Mishkan that they brought from Midbar, and it was in Gilgal with them. Now they're coming, all of them, to Shiloh. Ve'eshkenu sham et Ohel Moed, and they put the Ohel Moed over there in Shiloh. The difference here is that the Mishkan Shiloh, they made the walls from stones. The Mishkan of Midbar walls were curtains and wood, but still this one, the ceilings were ohel, but still the material and leathers, that's whatever they used, but the walls, at least they changed. They made it a little bit more sturdy. והארץ נכבשה לפניהם, and the land was captured between them. This was, Radak says this was after the 14th year. And we go a little bit the history of the Mishkan. So, first of all, when they built the Mishkan in Shiloh, the laws of Bamot changed. It has something to do with halakha. So we're going to go to laws of Bamot. What is Bamot? Bama is a temporary or mizbeach that you could build wherever you want. From the civet we had from time of Adam Arishon, which Cain and Hevel, they brought korbanot. Noach brought korbanot, Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, they brought korbanot. Those are all called Bamot. So it was mutar all the way from the beginning until the Mishkan. Once they built the Mishkan in Midbar, Moshe said no more Bamot, no more doing any korbanot outside of the Mishkan. All your korbanot has to be in the Mishkan.
So when Abraham Avinu did the sacrifices, it was Bamot. That's what it's called.
It's a Mizbech.
Were the Jews doing any sacrifices in Egypt or no?
Could be, but there is
the 12 Shavatim when they came.
Could be, but I mean, there's no record of it, but it could be. They were allowed to. So basically, when Mishkan was built in Midbar, two things changed. When Avodah went from the Bechorim to Kohanim, and the Bamot became Nesar. After they crossed the Yarden, they went to Gilgal. They put the Mishkan in Gilgal, and then Bamot were mutar again, right? Because it says, well, they have to come to the Menucha Benachala. Once they come to Menucha and Nachala, the Bamot is going to be stopped. So basically, once those 14 years that they were fighting and dividing the land, they were allowed to bring korbanot on Bamot. Then comes our perek Yudchet Chai, right? Mishkan Shiloh was built, and again Isur Bamot. Now the Bamot became Asur again. That's called Menucha. Mishkan Shiloh is the menucha that the pasuk in Torah refers to. Ki al lo kan lo batem el menucha v'zanachala. So menucha is Mishkan Shiloh, which lasted 369 years until time of Eli Kohen Gadol, after Eli died, which is beginning of the book of Shemuel Aleph. So then Mishkan Shiloh, that was the end of Mishkan Shiloh. Then it was, no one took care of it. This became desolate. That's it. No more Mishkan Shiloh. And became again mutar. The Bamot became mutar again.
Up to Eliyahu Cohen?
The Shiloh was up to Eliyahu Cohen. After Eli passed away, then there was no one to take care of it. And they didn't have, was destroyed or whatever happened to it. They didn't have the Mishkan Shiloh anymore.
Then Bamot were allowed again.
Bamot allowed again. Until all the way Shalom HaMelech, when he built Beit HaMikdash, that's called Nachala. Bamot became Asur forever and ever. No more Heter anymore. After Nachala, there is no, because Menucha and Nachala. So they got bought, no more Heter Bamot.
When Eliyahu Cohen died and Bamot were allowed again, did they need a Kohen to do sacrifice, or anyone could just build and sacrifice?
Yes, we see this from the story of Shimshon being born. Right, his father brought sacrifice in his own backyard. He wasn't Kohen, right? Where the angel went with the smoke went down.
Right.
The angel that was the. Okay, so that's.
How many years was from Shiloh to Shalom HaMelech? From Eliyahu Cohen?
Probably about 316 to 400 something. Not a lot of, like 70, 80 years, probably about less than 100 years, I think. Okay, so that's what happened. So this is another thing, by Kahalu, why it starts with by Kahalu, that shows what made them to build this Mishkan Shiloh, because all the Bnei Israel were together. They gathered together. They were this again Yachtut. Remember, whenever there's Yachtut, Shekhinah is there. So they were able to build this Mishkan Shiloh, which lasted for such a long time. And the land was captured in front of them. So it shows that they already captured all the land. ויבטרו בבני ישראל אשר לא חלקו את נחלתם 7 שבטים. There were still 7 שבטים that they didn't divide their land yet. ויאמר יהושע אל בני ישראל עד אנה אתם מטרפים לבוא לרשת את הארץ. How much you guys are relaxed about being lazy, about coming and getting your Yerusha. אשר נתן לכם השם אלוקי אבותיכם, that השם אלוקי אבותיכם, God gave you. He gave it to go get it. What are you waiting for? הבו לכם שלושה אנשים. Basically this Shabbatim, they got used to being all together and working together. They didn't want to split it up, relax and say, oh, we're going to go our own land. We're not going to be in touch with them anymore. So Yehoshuah had to give them a little bit push. This is it. Hashem said to do it, you have to do it.
They wanted to stay united.
Yeah. They wanted to stay united. Havu lachem shalosha anashim l'shavet. So Yehoshuah tells them, go bring 3 people from each shevet, v'ashalchem, and I will send them. V'yakumu v'yidhalechu ba'aretz, and they go to the land. V'yachtuvu ota lefi nachalatam v'yavu alay, and they're going to write their portion of Nachala and they bring it to me. Basically what they ran the portions of land. They come and he puts it in a box for the lottery. There's a Urim Tumim there. Gemara explains exactly how it went, right? Kohen Gadol stands there, Urim Tumim. There's a box, they draw. And once they draw, let's say this portion comes for Shevet Dan. And then it opens up on Urim Tumim also, the lighting of dawn. So it shows, we were correct, right? Whatever it is, that Hashem decides. So that's how the lottery was. So they said, go bring me
3 men.
Write it down, bring it, and that's it. And we will divide that to 7 divisions. Yehuda Yamod al Gevulo. Yehuda already had his own portion, so he's going to stay where he is in border. Minegev, that was the south of Israel, was given to Yehuda. Ubed Yosef Yamdu al Gevulam Misafon, and already Yosef also got their portion in north compared to Yehuda. So they already have. Here Radak says that who are the seven that, okay, 5, at least it tells you the 5 that got there. Reuben begot v'chatzi Shevet Menashe lakhu nachalatam me'ever el right? 2.5 they already got. Reuben, Gad, and half of Menashe. The other half of Menashe we got last week, right? ובארץ כן הכוונה לחלק אותם הגורל ליהודה ולאפרים ולחצי שבט מנשה, right? So Yehuda, Ephraim, and the other half of Menashe. So far God, Reuben, Gad, Menashe, Ephraim, and Yehuda. 5 Shevatim already got their Nachala. The other 7, they still didn't divide.
6, you say 5.
Reuben, Gad.
Levi also.
No,
Levi doesn't get, so it's out of the 12.
Yes.
No,
Reuben, Gad, Menashe, Ephraim, and Yehuda.
And half of
Menashe, there's
half of
half
Menashe,
there, half here.
half of
It's the
Menashe.
same Menashe.
So
It's the same Shevet.
yeah.
Half, they
So
split in
Menashe,
half.
half of it, okay.
Okay. So it says Yehuda already has his portion, stay there. Yosef, you already got your portion, stay there. What about the other 7? אתם תכתבו את הארץ 7 חלקים. Go write 7 pieces of the land. Divide the land to 7 pieces. והבאתם אליי, and bring it to me to me here. וירדתי לכם גורל, and I will draw lottery for you. פה לפני השם אלוקינו. Here in front of השם אלוקינו. Why it says in front of Hashem? Because Urim Tumim were there too, and they also, again, lied up the same thing that the Goral said. Urim Tumim confirmed it. Ki en chelek lelevim bekirbechem. That was your question. The Levi didn't get any portion. They got the cities, but their cities were scattered in the whole Eretz Israel. 42 cities plus the 6 Arei Miklat plus 42 different cities. Arei Levim is called. Those were scattered. We will see soon Shimon also is going to be scattered. Right? Echalikem, when Yaakov, remember when they went out with Shechem, and Yaakov got upset by when Yaakov wanted to give bracha to the brothers, the bracha of Shimon Levi, he says, Israel. I'm going to spread them in Eretz Israel. They both got spread. They don't have specific sections. They spread all around Israel. Okay. Ki kehunat Hashem nachalato. So this Levi doesn't have inheritance because the Kehunat Hashem is his inheritance. They get portions from Hashem. וגד וראובן וחצי שבט מנשה לקחו נחלתם מעבר לירדן. Is giving them a whole story of the ones who God did already. ממזרחה, on the east side, Hashem נתן להם משה עבד השם. So Moshe gave those to them already. ויקומו האנשים וילכו ויסב יהושע את ההולכים לכתוב את הארץ. So those people, 3 people from each shevet, they got up and went, and Yehoshuah gave them instructions to write the portions of the land. לאמור לכו והתהלכו בארץ. He told them, go and walk the land, וכתבו אותה ושובו אליי. And write it down and come back to me. ופה אשלח לכם, and I'm going to send you here, גורל לפני השם בשילה. גורל in front of Hashem in Shiloh. וילכו אנשים ויעברו בארץ ויכתבו על הערים ל7 חלקים. So they went to the land and they wrote down all the towns, made it to 7 portions, al sefer, and they wrote it on the book, on the parchment, basically. El Yehoshuah ve'el hamachane Shiloh. So vayavo el Yehoshuah ve'el hamachane Shiloh. They brought it to Yehoshuah and to the people who were camping in Shiloh. וישלח להם יהושע גורל בשילה. Yehoshuah put them in the lottery in the Shiloh לפני השם. ויחלק שם יהושע את הארץ לבני ישראל כמחלוקתם. And Yehoshuah divided the land for them like their portions. And whatever their portions were destined to be, that's what they got. So this was very important to give the portions to all the Shabbatim, because what has halachic has halachic, because why? Because Shemitah starts after everyone gets their land. Right? All the Yovel, Shemitah, all these things. So halachic base it has. Okay. Bayal Golar Mate Bnei Binyamin. Now we go to Binyamin, right? As we know, Binyamin was by the end, right now they didn't know, but by the time of David, he figures out that the Beit HaMikdash is going to be in the Shevet Binyamin. But who knew from before? Yosef and Binyamin, when they got together, remember? It says Vayef al Savarav, right? Binyamin cried on Savar Yosef, one because Shiloh was in the portion of Yosef. He got the nevuah that Shiloh is going to get destroyed. It says one neck, and Yosef cried on Savarav, on two necks. Every person has one neck, so that's why they know he was referring to two Beit HaMikdashim that got destroyed in the land of Binyamin. Yosef al-Savarei Binyamin. It says plural over there. So they're referring to the two Beit HaMikdashim that were in the portion of Binyamin. Okay. ויעל גורל מטה בני בנימין למשפחותם. So the Goral of Binyamin went for their families. ויצא גבול גורלם בין בני יהודה ובין בני יוסף. Right? So when their Goral was, as you know, the portion was right between Yehuda and Yosef. We saw in the map, and Yosef was given first, was Ephraim, right? So Binyamin is right between Ephraim and Yehuda. This smaller portion belongs to Binyamin. Okay, Vayhi Lahem HaGivul. So now we're going to go to the borders. Rif'at Safona from the north, Min HaYarden Ve'ala HaGivul Al-Ketef Yericho. From Yarden and goes all the way to the shoulder of Yericho, Misafon from the north. Ve'ala Bahar Yaman went to the mountain from west. והיו תוצאותיו מדברה בית אבן, and his outlets were the midbar of Bet Aven. ועבר משם, and from there he goes לגיבור לזו, אל כתף לוזה. So the